So he's like, let me go with the hyena on.
Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience.
Should we go cold, radioactive, biohazard? Radioactive. Kinda wanna go with the
Choose your first style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Commando. Deadeye.
No, this one rogue chooses a life hostile and a law. Commando, so he's probably what, like, sure, Commando is up and
Psy-freak.
Electrical powers, that's cool.
Saboteur.
Saboteur's field is good training.
Sentinel.
No.
Psy-freak.
Yeah,
Psy-freak chosen.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Good choice. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you, your inner voice to be precise, an echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
can't believe you'd choose that thing over me. But I'll be here waiting for you when you have a change of heart.
That thing?
I'm better half. My way is both better and brighter. Light makes it easy.
The best end is the one you...
I want to know, should I go darker? Alright. So I went dark. Alright.
Guess left can be right sometimes. Stories of death and the bodies left behind, a reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
Wait, huh?
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Oh, R1 to reload. The door spot. Hold up to the triangle. There. Alright.
Finished him off.
Where's Groot at?
The oil sludge is
Very
everywhere.
small.
For most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Body blow. Sock it to him.
I could jump off walls and shit too. What, do you want help on the bed? Is that why you going back and forth? There. Now lay down. There you go. What's that, a killer mole? With a pup vest on? Okay, the barrels can blow up. Oh, okay, the red ones.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
Oh, I got a melee weapon. Alright. It's just gear. Okay, cool. Let's
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
go down the fountain.
Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Okay, double jump, double X. Okay.
The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. All fired up. Your energy is empty.
They should have had like a multiplayer or like co-op for this.
Toxanol built vessels
Be
called
cool, kind of cool to have like
to
a
save
TDM or
themselves
something.
from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
What, do you need to go out? Come here. Stop pacing back and forth. If you need to go outside, I'll let you outside. But cut it the fuck out. Lay down.
Lockety-locked. Locked. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. quite a shock to the system. Let's try that again. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Puncture punch. Right between the eyes. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
The wheeled one.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then. The night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Looper Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have.
Wherefore? Where?
It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
This game is cool so far. Long time ago, when I was a young little cub, or a ferret, he's either a groundhog
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here.
Should we lie? Let's say that.
Sounds like he thinks she does, despite your heart growing dark. There's nothing as powerful as a Mooma's love.
I should have went good instead of being
Potato
dark.
people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding. You've found one. The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle, and only time will tell. At least his intent. You'll need to support the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono...
Alright, this is a silly flashback.
He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for you. You did good here today. He lost you. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. Records tell his friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West
Jumbo
Route.
Puff. Alright, let's get it.
Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of date says his... The road ahead won't be easy, but...
Let's get it too much dialogue. I just want to get into
Regardless,
some
you'll
action.
meet again once you've played
Get
your
more
part in
skills.
the Tribe War and the situation with the World Eaters. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, It can't endure the environmental change and assault from the world eaters.
Jack, please lay down somewhere. Wow, man. Oh, now I can sprint?
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged.
Feet
Let's
on the
see.
pole. Excuse me. Okay, so flagpoles I can spawn there, so just in case if I like die or something. What, I can't sprint now? Yeah. 3 out of B. Okay.
That must be the world eater that chewed off Out of Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the world eaters to... He doesn't know what... Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your...
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light?
Not as much as it hurt.
Always making this...
And you're...
What? Okay, I was like in the dark, now I'm like in the light. Oh, good.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important. Out of Date says...
Alright, come on, too
Regardless
much
of who you
talking.
choose, it won't be easy,
What's
as
an
the
action,
conflict
Jackson?
with the Myriad's
Lay
conviction
down!
to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak.
Yep.
They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and
Restore
want to
the
let
world.
the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life.
Right.
But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Oh, yes, it will.
Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one...
Wherefore?
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
Let's go to bridge. This way.
It's a bridge. Just get over it. They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war, or part of the problem. Let's see. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. They don't just let anyone see the Sifu, but there's something different about you.
Uh-oh, I don't like this. I just beat up like 4 guys out there.
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy.